Welcome to Guided Life, where we meet our personal guidance team and learn how to work with our unseen crew of spiritual sidekicks. Your guides are ready and waiting for you to tap into their wisdom, help, and build the life you truly want. Host Shannon Ratay is a life and career coach, angel messenger, and medium who is known for her unique gifts of delivering messages from our collective team, including angels, fairies, and other helpers. Shannon leads you through each episode with spiritual downloads, energetic transmissions, powerful visualizations, and more, helping you tap into your own tuition to strengthen your confidence and connection. Shannon's calling is to empower you to create an extraordinary life. And now, here's your host of Guided Life, Shannon Ratay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to Guided Life. It's great to see you here. Sorry, I have a little something going on in the background. I just discovered that it's not broadcasting to my Facebook, so I was trying to quickly see if I could get it up and running, but I can't. So apparently, we're doing YouTube today, but not Facebook. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. It's always great to see everyone. Each month in Guided Life, we take the opportunity to meet a new member of our guidance team. And today we are going to meet a specific ancestor. Last month, we looked at our collective field of ancestors, right? We looked at the whole group of ancestors. And so today we are going to allow one of them to step forward and announce themselves. Let them know, let themselves, I guess, what's the proper way to say that? We're going to let them say to us that they want to be a part of your team, that they are on your team. And what's really fun about doing this is that it's often not the people that we expect, right? Some of us have relatives in spirit. Some of us have loved ones in spirit that we sort of expect to show up. But often through the process that we're going to go through today, people discover connections to other relatives, other ancestors that they didn't quite fully realize were a connection, and didn't fully realize, that there was somebody specific that wanted to be on the team and was interested in participating and supporting us in our lives. So I think it's going to be a really good one and full of surprises. And with that, I'm going to take a moment just to say hello to everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Maria Scorpio, always so good to see you. Thank you for coming back. I know that you were just at Guided Life. Debbie Pittman, hello. Kay Weezy, thank you for being here. Me and My Shadow, thanks for coming. I know you and Kay Weezy were just on Guided Life. I'm sorry, we're just at Messages from the Enchanted Realm, as well as Vivian. Aloha, Vivian. Thank you for being here. Georgina and Brenda and Michelle, which I'm wondering if that's a code for Michelle. Mandy Johnson, thank you so much for being here. Jennifer McCormick, thank you. Always, really, always honored that you continue to be such a great supporter of the show. And there's our friend Kelly Brickle from the backside saying hello. Hello, Kelly. Yay! Always so good to have Kelly here. So let's see, now that we've welcomed everyone in, and if I forgot anyone or missed anyone, or if someone of you is, one or many of you are lurking in the shadows, hello to you too. And know that even if you don't want to identify yourself, that, we're a friendly bunch here. So it can make it that much more fun to say hello in the comments, to engage with the other friendly folks who are posting in the comments. Aw, thank you, Jennifer. And we just had Jennifer Rose show up too. Hello, my girl, Jennifer Rose, one of my favorite co-hosts, because of course I have Jennifer Rose and Fran, one of my favorite co-hosts from Messages from the Enchanted Realm. Oh, and we've got Jennifer Lee here today as well. So, what we are going to do today is we're first going to talk a little bit about working with a specific ancestor, so working with individual ancestors. After we have a short discussion about that topic around working with a particular ancestor, I am then going to walk us through a grounding exercise, and that grounding exercise takes about 5 minutes, and it is going to prepare us for an energetic transmission. The energetic transmission is when my system shares with your system energetically, system to system, but energetically, what it knows about being in contact with our ancestors. So I've had people have really great luck with upping their skill set, tapping into a way of working with their guidance team that they didn't know about through that energetic transmission, and more skills turning on in the coming days. From there, we'll go into a 10-minute visualization, 10-minute give or take, where you'll get the opportunity to see who steps forward to acknowledge that they want to work with you. Which of your ancestors has called you here today? And from that visualization, we will then move into some readings and some discussion. So I hope that you stick around for all of it, because it should be really good. Fran Pierce, my other co-host, my co-hostess with the mostest. Fran was head cheerleader today when we did our messages for the Enchanted Realm, and she killed. She rocked it. So thanks for coming and saying hello, Fran. It means the world to me. And in addition, welcome, Evelyn. It's so good to see you back. It's always so great to have you here, Evelyn. And welcome, Kimberly, and anyone else I might have missed. All right. In case you're wondering, I do also have my grounding stone here. I am trying to settle in, since we all know that it can take me a moment to get grounded and to fully get into my body. I do get excited and nervous to do this each month. So thank you for your patience, and thank you for all of your support. So what's great about working with a particular ancestor, or ancestors in general, is that for some of us, thinking about spirit guides, trying to understand angels, trying to figure out what a relationship with a dragon can be, some of that can be a little bit nebulous and a little bit out there, right? It can be a little bit more difficult to sort of pinpoint who these beings are and how they are related to us, how they're connected to us. And that's one of the things that makes working with our ancestors really just kind of cool, right? Like, we inherently get, right? Like, oh, these are the people that came before me, right? You inherently get that ancestors have a connection to us, and some of the things that, connect us, whether it's DNA, if it's a particular ancestor, you might look like them. We already have some sort of idea, culturally, religions, all of these things, how we are connected to our ancestors. It's not something where we're trying to create a relationship. We already have a natural starting point. And that can be especially helpful, especially if you feel that natural connection to your ancestors. I think the thing that's really interesting about this is that from my personal experience, between people that I've done this visualization or visualization like it, and people have had ancestors show up, relatives of theirs in spirit, that they weren't expecting, right? We have a habit, if we have a particular relationship to a particular ancestor of ours, that they can be our go-to, right? Whenever we think about someone that we're related to, when we think about someone that we're related to in spirit, we can continue to go to them over and over again. And so this can be an opportunity to develop a relationship with someone different. I think I'll ask you first, right? Like, Is there anyone that you're hoping to hear from today, right? Is there anyone that you're hoping will step forward as a part of connecting with a particular ancestor? Or is there, yeah, I think that's just the place I'll start. Is there someone that you're hoping to hear from, or I'll even say expecting to hear from? Um, yeah, and so as you think about this, let me try one thing. I'm just trying to see if I can get my Facebook to go live because it's not, um, and it doesn't seem to be working. So anyway, I'll let that go for now. Yeah. So this is very high tech operation here. Oh, Kweezy, that you would like to hear from your grandma. That would be really lovely if she showed up here today. Um, oh, and Rosie, you'd really want to hear from your granddad. Oh yeah, KWZ, it does not surprise me too, right? Like, and your dad. I would imagine that you were really hoping to hear from him today. And Vivian says in the comments that she'd like to hear from her maternal grandmother. Yeah, anyone else? Anyone else have someone in particular that they would like to hear from? Um, and even just making this declaration can be a really powerful way to call them in. There's something powerful about asking. And I'm going to tell you a story. It was a couple of years ago. I was at Esalen Institute, which, if you're not from California or haven't heard of it, it's this retreat center. So I was on retreat and I was part of it was a writing workshop that was going on. And the gentleman that came in to teach the writing workshop was fantastic. And he was very New York. He was a bit gruff. He was not touchy feely. He was fantastic. And he was very much to the point, but not warm fuzzy. And me, as not a writer, I found him a little bit intimidating. And so one evening, he was doing an extra talk that I hadn't attended. And when I was in my dorm room, I all of a sudden got this big rush of his mother. And his mother came in and said, "Hey, I need you to go talk to him. I need you to go talk to him and let him know that I want to be on his guidance team if he's interested in having me. But I don't want to do it if he doesn't want me to. Like, I want him to know that I'm there for him, but he needs to choose and he gets to be a choice as to whether or not I join his guidance team." And so I fully admit, I said to her, I'm like, he's busy teaching. Uh, I'll send him an email after class is over, right? Like, I don't think this is a really good time for me to talk to him. He's focused on his teaching. And she was insistent, right? Like, I got this wave of her in spirit and I could hear her say, like, no, it's really important that you do it here at this retreat center. It's significant to him. And if you go now, you'll catch him as he's coming out of the classroom. So I was really resistant because I never like to blind someone, but she was so insistent that it was important that it happen right then, and it was important that it happen at this particular retreat center. And so I walked down to the classroom and she was right. He was just wrapping up for the evening and I caught him as he was coming up the stairs out of the classroom. And I mentioned to him, I just said, "Hey, if you're open to it, I think your mother is in spirit." And she just came and said, "Hello." And she wants me to let you know that she is willing and wants to be on your guidance team, but she doesn't want to assume and she doesn't want to be pushy. So she wants you to choose for her to join the team. And she also told me not to wait because I normally wouldn't come and approach someone when they're teaching, and that it had to be here, that there was something significant about this location. And it was really sweet and special because this guy who had been, gruff and not warm fuzzy and just very, matter of fact and to the point, all of a sudden got tears in his eyes. And he was like, wow. He's like, that's not the way that she was when she was alive, right, in 3D. That's not the way she was when she was embodied. So I'm actually really touched that she is making sure it's okay with me before she just assumes that she can join my team. He just said, thank you, and continued on. And it was really powerful to witness. It was really powerful to witness, yeah, what happened when she approached him that way. And what's important about this story is just that reminder, right? Like there might be some people in spirit that we have tricky relationships with. And, when those people step forward to be on our team, to work with us, it can be really powerful to get their apologies. It can be really powerful to get a sense of them now that they've transitioned into spirit, and how their essence either is or isn't similar to who they were when they were embodied. And yeah, just that simple act of hearing an apology can be really powerful. I will also say along those lines, I um, there can be a framework that can be really helpful for people to working with ancestors in spirit. And that framework is to remember that our ancestors, their job is to help us, right? Their descendants, it is their job to help us become who we came here to be. So our ancestors, their whole purpose now is to help us, those of us here alive in 3D, embodied, it's their job to help us become who we came here to be. And so, with that in mind, to also know that we here are only working with our ancestors who've healed themselves, who've done their work, right? And so, I'm saying this in order to allay any fears, to calm any fears, because sometimes we can still have a tricky relationship. But for you to know, the agreement is that anyone who steps forward, anyone that we're going to be working with today, or who might show up for you today, that they are only allowed to speak up, to step forward, to make themselves known if they have done their work in spirit and they have healed themselves, because it's not our job. It's not our job to have to right their wrongs. It's not our job to have to, do their work for them, or yeah, it's like atone for anything that they might have done. That's not our responsibility. It's their responsibility, and it's their responsibility to do it in spirit. And so anyone who's showing up for us here today has done their work and are showing up as a healed spirit. There's different philosophies, but that can be a helpful structure as we're going in today, in order to just be able to relax into whomever shows up for you. And I don't mean to scare anyone, but every so often we can have a tricky relationship with someone. And so for you to know that those guidelines are in place and that request is being made. Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm just looking at Jennifer's comment, and Jennifer's comment. Jennifer McCormick says, "My partner and mom connect with me a lot, and often my grandparents too. In particular, my maternal grandmother. Her passing 19 years this month put me on the right path." Oh wow, thanks so much for sharing, Jennifer McCormick. Right, like it can often be interesting who we feel that natural connection to, right? Like oftentimes there can be ancestors of ours that we've never even met, and that we can feel that special connection to them. And it's just really interesting, where there isn't necessarily that rhyme or reason, but we just inherently know how well connected we are to them. Yeah, and so I'm seeing some more people that have shown up. So welcome to the new people who are just showing up in comments. Charlene, Shaz, thank you for being here. Oh gosh, we've got, of course, Rosie. Thanks so much. It's great to see your comments. I'm seeing what you wrote, Rosie, around I still expect my granddad to walk through the doors sometimes. That's so sweet, right? Those people that we had that special relationship with, and it just their spirit is still alive, and so alive that we still think that we will run into them around the corner. Yeah. Hi, Carrie. Welcome. Kim, so good to have you here. Welcome. And we are just starting to talk about ancestors, and the particular ancestor that we are welcoming to come and say hello to us today. I will also say, I mentioned it briefly, our healed ancestors, that, I had a bit of a tricky relationship with my dad. He was not the easiest person for me. And let's be honest, I don't think I was the easiest person for him either. And so there were a lot of things that didn't get resolved before he passed away in terms of stuff that was spoken, right? Like, it was very much at peace with our relationship when he passed away, but a lot that was left unspoken and I had to resolve within myself. And one of the biggest gifts of his passing is I actually now have a better relationship with him. And one of the ways and reasons I have a better relationship with him is that every time that, and from the get go, whenever I would get a reading and he would show up by apologizing. And there is just something really powerful about hearing that apology voiced from those people in spirit that might just not have met us the way that we might have needed to be met, right? Like, at one end of the spectrum, they just might not have been able to give us what we needed, through no fault of their own or through their own fault. And then on the other hand, right, like, there can even be those people that truly did wrong us, but the power of being able to get that apology once they've moved into spirit and to hear it voiced from someone else versus just having to find it within ourselves, that can be, a really healing experience. So for some of you, it might be today that someone has called you here, and is acknowledging that they want to be in touch with you because they owe you an apology. It can be it can be a really interesting and powerful thing to experience. All right. I am thinking, oh yeah. And I'm seeing Kiwizi, right? I'm trying to keep my grandma and my dad's memories alive. I have a bond with both of them. So sweet, Kiwizi. It really is. And this also goes along with what we were talking about last time. We had a really great discussion. I was sort of surprised. I didn't realize how popular the topic of ancestor altar. We talked about how many different cultures, celebrate their ancestors, keep that relationship with the ancestors through an altar. And that can be a powerful practice for all of us to build our own ancestor altar as a way to connect with our ancestors. And so, it's something to think about today as you're thinking about the people that you want to connect with, that it might be a powerful experience to pick an object, or to pick some objects to place on your ancestor altar in order to honor them. Great. All right. With that, let's see. I'm just taking a quick look at the comments to see if I missed anything. All right. I think we're doing well. Oh, Evelyn, when I asked earlier if people had anyone in particular that they wanted to connect to, I'm seeing in the comments that Evelyn put that there is a certain animal, and they're one of Evelyn's cats. I was a huge fan of this big orange cat that was just a huge character and liked to come in and supervise whenever Evelyn and I were chatting. And so I agree with you, Evelyn. It would be really lovely. I assume you're talking about my near and dear to my heart, that orange kitty of yours. So yeah, I hope he comes through today as well. Yeah, your orange little man, Tiger. Oh, that's right, Tiger. Such a character. I adore Tiger so much. And Shannon, to know that we'll do messages at the end after we do our, or Shannon and Melody, everyone, we're going to do messages at the end. We're first going to do some of our other exercises. And because so much of the show is about helping people connect to their own team and develop their own abilities, that we're going to save messages in the end for the end and let you do your own connecting up to your team first. With that, get yourselves comfortable. because I am about to get yourselves comfortable because I'm about to move into our grounding exercise. After our grounding exercise, sorry, I'm getting distracted because I'm thinking about Tiger and such a huge fan of Tiger. He's such a sweetheart. Um, yeah, so after we do the grounding exercise, I'm then going to go into the energetic transmission and share with you what my system knows about connecting with our loved ones in spirit. And then from there, I'm going to move into a visualization, and that visualization will take about 10 minutes. So go ahead and get settled. And Miss Shelley, it is Sunday morning here. I'm so sorry I can't stay. Will it work in the replay? 100%. Not only will this show work in the replay, you can go back to any of my other previous shows and when we tap into other members of your guidance team. And so it'll absolutely work on the replay. Oh, thanks. Evelyn even says that it does. So yeah, it'll absolutely work on the replay. So thank you so much for being here, Miss Shelley. And yeah, definitely enjoy the replay and feel free to share the replay with your friends. I admit I want to go back and listen to one or two of the visualizations and do them for myself again as well, because I do get different things, different times that I do the visualizations. So sometimes it can even be helpful to listen to them more than once, or to go back and listen to them like several months later, especially some of the earlier ones around angels and guides, where we can have multiple angels and multiple guides, and like this one, multiple ancestors that might want to step forward. See you later, Miss Shelley. Thank you so much for being here. And with that, hopefully you've taken a chance to get yourself settled, because we're going to do a grounding exercise. So everyone, taking a deep breath, right? If you're like me and need to ground and actually hold all of my objects, my grounding objects, to help keep me in my body. And one of the great ways to know that you are in your body is by being in your bones. So knowing that when you are in your bones, you are in your body. Your bones are essence meets form. Your essence begins in your bones and radiates out through the rest of your body. As you're noticing your bones, noticing your butt in the seat, perhaps your back against the chair, or if you're reclining, it's fine to recline for this as well. And letting your attention go to your spine. Being in your spine. Perhaps starting at that place in your spine where it meets your skull, and letting your attention travel down your neck, your upper back, your mid back, and your lower back, all the way down to your tailbone. Letting your attention come back up and noticing your sternum. Letting your attention be in your collarbones and traveling down your upper arm and your lower arm into your hands and your fingers. Bringing your attention to your pelvis and into your hips and down through your thigh bones and your lower leg bones, into the bones of your feet and your toes. And also letting your attention be in the bones of your skull and your jaw. And again, once again, your attention into your spine. Because when you're in your bones, you're in your body. Allowing your attention to travel down your spine, into your tailbone. And magically noticing that tailbone turns into a tail that goes all the way down to the center of the earth, to that iron core center, where it finds something interesting, a rock, a crystal, some other piece of treasure, and wraps itself around it. At the same time, noticing the roots that are growing out of your feet down into the earth. And just as deep as your tail goes down into the center of the earth, those roots go wide and go just as wide. So you've got the depth covered from your tail and the width covered by those roots. And now that you're grounded, gently calling your sparkle back in. You might have been many places today. You might have talked to many people and inadvertently left some of your energy, which I adoringly called your sparkle, with other people or in other places. So time to call it back. Call that sparkle back in. Right? Any bits of you that might have been deposited. And as you continue to call that sparkle in, noticing you might have picked up someone else's sparkle and it might not feel too sparkly. And so we're sending that back to sender. You can imagine maybe a big dustpan and, dust brush and dusting yourself off from other people's sparkle. Maybe you want to catapult it back, hand it over to the carrier pigeon for that carrier pigeon to take it back. Apparently I can't say pigeon today, but hopefully you'll give me some room. Apparently that's the hard word for today. Send it back, vacuum it up, any way that works for you, but just releasing anyone else's sparkle and returning it to sender. And we are going to ask that both of those things, your sparkle coming back in, the not sparkle headed back out, that all of those things continue on its own. And as that continues, noticing that you have a natural energetic boundary around you. That natural energetic boundary is about arm's length distance around you. And it is an intelligent energetic boundary. You can ask things of it. But for today, I want you to think of it almost like your own personal little snow globe around you. And that snow globe is a nice little barrier that gets to define your personal energetic space. And as you're noticing your own little personal energetic space snow globe, feel free to decorate it. Feel free to add anything into your space. Maybe today's a waterfall day. Maybe today is a rainbow day. Maybe you've got grass. Maybe you've got field of flowers. Feel free to decorate your energetic space. And it might even be that you want to adjust the bubble itself. Give it texture and make it fuzzy. Give it a color, make it iridescent. But whatever it takes for you to get comfortable in your energetic space. Well, I get ready for our energetic transmission. So you sitting there and noticing all the things we just talked about, your bones, your tail, your sparkle, your snow globe. And as you stay focused and do that, I am going to get together the energy ball of information that my system knows in conjunction with your healed ancestors to be transmitted to you today. So the way this works, I'll walk us through it quickly first. I'm going to put together an energy ball of information. And then when the time is right, I've put it together, I will make it available for all of you. And I recommend simply putting your hands up and allowing your system to receive the energetic information, just like receiving a present. And for those of you that have energy practices or work with energy, just for you to know that this there is an energetic container around this process, around this whole entire show. So for you to know that there is an energetic container, this is an energetically held space, and part of what is part of the energetic container is that only the people that are here are the ones that are meant to be here. So to know that if you're here, you're meant to be here, and that any information that is given in exactly the right amounts to each individual person that is here. So to know that this is a held space. And simply at the end, I will let us know when the transmission is complete. And then from there, we'll move into our visualization. So here we go. You settle in, and I am going to put together this energy ball. I'm actually working with it right now. There we go. I think we got it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I am making this energy ball available to all of you. And simply allow yourselves to receive. It can be helpful to put your hands up to the camera or to the screen. And perhaps noticing any sensation. But simply relaxing and allowing your system to receive. Perhaps noticing some tingling or some intensity. If you're open to it, it'll come to you. Simply allowing yourself to receive. Okay, they're telling me about another minute. This was a big one. All right. And with that, they're telling me transmission complete. So I am going to release the energy ball. Woo! There we go. And for all of you, simply to sit there for a moment and let your systems digest. I can feel people's systems are busy, reorienting to the information that they just received. All right. Before we get in to the visualization, I will ask, how was that for everyone? How was that to receive? And in the meantime, I'm seeing we've got some new people that have shown up. Welcome, Anne. Yeah, it's always... hello. Let's see. And no worries. Vivian, thank you. Vivian says it's great. Vivian always does such Such a great job of letting me know how it went in the comments, which I appreciate. Right? Vivian says, "Great. Oh, I'm wonderful." Rosie, oh, Rosie, you felt calm. That is fantastic, right? For some people, it can be energizing. For some people, it can be calming. Oh, good, KWZ. I'm glad. I'm glad it was good for you. And Vivian got tingling sensation. Absolutely wonderful. And oh, and I'm so glad, Jennifer, that she says received with gratitude, right? Like it really is this amazing ability to transmit information. Um, yeah, welcome, Allison. Yeah, and thanks for the hearts, Melanie. I appreciate it. And so great. What we're going to do next is we are going to move into that visualization. And so, thanks, Allison. And so get yourself settled. It'll be about 10 minutes where I'm going to read from a script. And then we will talk about what you experienced from the visualization and move into some readings. So, yeah, for those that just arrived or might have arrived during what must have looked a little bit weird as I was sharing that energy ball of information, is we're next going to move into a visualization to meet a particular one of our ancestors who's called you here today. So, we'll see who's called you here today. Oh, Evelyn. Evelyn says that she could feel paw taps where I've got his paw print permanently on me. Evelyn, he is so larger than life. I am so not surprised that he's got the ability to play with that clairsentience and that ability of yours. He's so powerful. All right. Here we go. Getting yourself settled in. And yeah, wonderful. Oh, and KWZ, I was talking to my dad and my grandpa while my eyes were closed. Oh, that's so lovely. I know how connected you are. Yeah, I know how connected you are to them. So, all right, here we go. Visualization. I'll keep chatting with you in the comments. Yes, this is a guided visualization to connect with a specific ancestor or loved one in spirit. Someone who is already a part of your guidance team and who is ready to actually be known by you. It's not unusual for someone unexpected to show up for you today, but rest assured, we are only working with healed ancestors that have done their work. Your ancestors and loved ones are not distant, they are not abstract. They are part of the living current that made and makes you possible. Some of the things they might carry include memory or perspective, perhaps resilience, but always care. They are here to help you become that which you intended to become when you came. Whether you knew them in this lifetime or not, there is already a thread of connection between you. You're not creating a connection from scratch. Instead, you are opening the door to a relationship that already exists and simply allowing it to become more clear and more alive. So if you haven't already, find a comfortable position, perhaps sitting or lying down, and just allowing your hands to rest easy. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable. Perhaps to relax, you might gently roll your shoulders back, let them drop and soften. When you're ready, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and exhale gently, allowing yourself to relax. Feeling your body begin to settle. More breaths. More relaxing. And on your next exhale, allowing any lingering tension to release. One more deep breath, perhaps feeling yourself dropping even deeper into stillness. Perhaps you might notice any lingering places of tension. Breathing into that spot and noticing if it's possible to even more relax. As you relax, let your imagination go. Imagine you are stepping out of the everyday world and into a space created just for you. A place in your imagination that is safe and deeply supportive. As you imagine this place, notice, what is this place? What does it look like? Notice the ground beneath you. What is the landscape here? What is the quality of the air? Notice the colors here. The light, the sounds. What are the words that describe this place? This space is a place in your imagination that is all yours. As you settle in and get comfortable in this safe space, you notice in the distance a pathway. You begin to move toward that pathway slowly. Each step grounding you more and more deeply into yourself. As you walk, you begin to sense that you are not alone. As you notice this, there's a sense of excitement in the air. There is a presence nearby. It is at both times gentle and familiar. There is no urgency, just an awareness that someone connected to you is drawing closer. What do you notice in the space around you? How does your body respond? This is someone who belongs to you, an ancestor or loved one in spirit who is eager to be part of your guidance team in a new way. They may be someone you knew in life or someone that you've never met. A grandparent, a great grandparent, a great 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 grandparent, or even someone who cared for you, even if you weren't directly related or especially close. There's no need to figure it out right away. We'll let them reveal themselves in their own way and in their own time. But as they come closer, take a moment to observe. Who is it? What do you notice about them? What does their presence feel like? What's it like to be around them? take a moment to get a sense of them. This is one of your ancestors, and they are eager to be available to you in a brand new way. After you've had a moment to get a sense of each other, find a place in this safe space to have a conversation. Maybe you want to take a walk or sit down, whatever feels comfortable to have a conversation with your ancestor. When you're ready, ask your ancestor the following question. Ancestor, what do you want for me? Ancestor, what do you see in me that I haven't yet seen in myself? Ancestor, how have you been with me even when I didn't know it? Ancestor, what have you carried that I have also carried without knowing? Ancestor, what did you never get to say or live that I can carry forward? Ancestor, what in our lineage is ready to be healed through me? And ancestor, how can I connect easily with your wisdom and your care? Now, your ancestor or loved one offers you something. They offer you a gift, something to help you strengthen your connection with them moving forward. It could be an object, a symbol, a word, a feeling, or experience. Sky's the limit. But receive their gift. Notice, what is it? What have they given to you? What does it represent? Ask them, what do you want me to know about this gift? Now thank them, knowing that you can be with your ancestor or loved one whenever you choose. Know that this connection does not end here by any stretch. They are a part of your guidance team. When you are ready, begin to make your way back along the path. As you move, the space gently begins to soften and fade. In your own time, taking a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Coming back to your body and this space and this time. Feeling your body again even more. Noticing those places of contact where you're sitting or lying. Wiggling your fingers and toes. Touching your body. saying, I live here, and bringing your attention back into the room. And when you're ready, opening your eyes. Welcome back. Yeah. So, welcome back, everyone. I will be curious to hear, how was that? How was that visualization? And welcome to anyone who popped in during the visualization. Welcome, Terry. Welcome, Marie. Welcome, Danielle. Yeah, we were just doing a visualization, and I will be curious how that was for people. What did people get in that visualization? Mm. Oh, thanks, Kim Princess. I'm glad that was very nice. Were you able to listen? Were you able to listen to the visualization? I think you might have come in after we got started, so I'm not sure if you had the ability, because I get it. Sometimes people are in transit, sometimes people are in the middle of things. So no worries. Evelyn, did you snooze again? That is great. I'm thrilled that it was so relaxing. Sometimes if I'm, a bad visualization, right, I can be like nails on chalkboard. So, it can be hard to listen to. So, it's there in the replay if you want to go listen to it again. But yep, you did. You zonked out again. Oh, you got it. Great. Oh, thank you, Vivian. It was out of this world. Yeah, you probably did. You probably did need the snooze. I'm curious, Vivian, did anyone in particular step forward for you? Oh, Labyrinthian Criterion. So glad to have you here. I'm glad it was chill and comforting. And yeah, I'm curious if anyone in particular stepped forward for you, Vivian, or Labyrinthian Criterion. That's assuming that you didn't take a snooze like Evelyn. Mm. Hmm. All right. Oh, your paternal grandfather. I'm looking back up in the comments, Vivian, because I believe that's who you said that you wanted to have step forward for you. Am I correct? Yeah, I think that is. I think that's who you were saying that you wanted to have connect. So I'm looking back, maternal grandfather. Oh, interesting. You had said you wanted your maternal grandfather and you got your paternal grandfather. That's really fascinating, in the sense that we were talking about sometimes the person who shows up for us can be a little bit surprising. So I'm curious. Oh, yeah, you're saying I did not know him in life. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, this is not that unusual that someone, I'll just ask Vivian, were you surprised that he was the one that stepped forward, or have you always felt a connection to him? Like, was it a surprise, or you're like, oh yeah, he shows up in readings pretty often? Very surprised. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad that you got this information, that he is on the team, that he is invested, that he is, yeah, he's one of your peoples on your team who's working. Um, and so I really get the sense of him, Vivian. I'm curious. I do. I feel that as we're talking about him and we're presencing him before, this really lovely Papa Bear energy from him, right? There's like this fierce protector energy as part of what I'm hearing in the very sort of divine masculine sort of way. And I'm just trying to see what I'm picking up from him as we're getting him in. Um, mm, I will just say I keep hearing that word over and over and over again. I keep hearing protector, 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 that there's something important about his protective or protector energy. And it's funny, even as I'm saying that to him, it's almost like I see him with the hand and just like the big stick, and he keeps hitting his hand with the big stick. And that he's stepping forward to make sure that you know that you are protected, and that that's part of the role on your team. It's almost like he gives you something that you can be able to live into, to lean into, because he provides that really strong protection. Yeah, that protection, something solid, something to be able to lean into energy. And yeah, there's something important about protection, um, and strength. Oh, and he is taking credit for oh, cool, that sounds like him as he is described by my family. Wow, Vivian, so cool. And he, over here at least, is acknowledging that one of the things that he has passed down to you is your inherent sense of strength, right? Like, he's showing me this through line of like his sense of strength, right? That there's that strength in you. I'm hearing the word resilience. He's acknowledging that, like, he's a little bit like, yeah, right, like that runs in the family, that runs through me. That's something that we share. That's something that we share in common. Um, yeah. Mm. The other thing that he's showing me is he is showing you what he's showing me what an adorable child you were. So there is something about, yeah. So it's like he was this protective force, and yet such a soft spot for you, especially when you were a little girl. Especially when you were a little girl, right? That soft spot, like, I get very much that, like, oh yeah, my little princess, right? That sense of protection comes from the recognition of your sweet nature, of your sweet nature. Yeah, he's telling me that you were like this beautiful flower when you were like a child. That when you were like a child. And so that strength and resilience, and yet that protectiveness from how adorable you were as a child. And he's acknowledging and saying, and beautiful now. He's making sure that I acknowledge. Um, Part of what he's talking about is sort of um, the wisdom from him being on the other side, is just how his awe and how beautiful humanity is, and the beauty of being alive. So it's this really amazing, yeah, just his awe around the beauty of being alive. And in his mind, you exemplify the best of what it means to be alive, that strength, that resilience, that beauty, that spark. Yeah, well, you are so honored. And I get the sense that he is really honored that you are a descendant of his, right? That he is so honored that you are the living embodiment of his existence here on earth, and on this planet. So yeah, what a really special connection. And I'll be curious. I'll be curious to hear how that connection continues to develop. So thanks so much, Vivian, for sharing that. Yeah, that you got a surprise connection today. So lovely. And I'm going back to Jennifer McCormick's comment, because I didn't see it, where she says, "Thank you, Shannon. That was beautiful. I was walking along the beach and reminded of the poem Footprints. I was told I am never walking alone. I am healing old wounds and gifted seashells. Also, my partner wished our son happy birthday. Oh, he is 27. Jennifer, I am so glad. Yeah, I am so glad that you got such a powerful vision, and gifted seashells. Oh wow, I am curious, Jennifer McCormick, if seashells mean anything in particular to you, or for you, what you think. that significance might be. I'm curious. I mean, other than the fact they're just simply beautiful and a great reminder of that poem footprint of footprints. But I'm curious. My sneaky suspicion is that those seashells might also be connected to something else that you've experienced in this lifetime, either a past trip in which you noticed the seashells, or yeah. So I'll be curious if there's any other connection to seashells. Hmm. And happy birthday to your son! Happy 27th birthday to him. Yeah, and, of course, happy birthday to you, and happy birthday to us all, like, happy his birthday to us all. Um, yeah, let's see. Alright. Um, and next, Allison, because I see something going on here in the comments. Wow, could smell perfume an aftershave, loving feeling, very relaxing, natural, great. I felt my partner and Nan very cold as they brought them close. Faces came to my third eye, amazing feeling. Wow, Allison, what a really rich visualization. That's incredible. Let me see. Yeah, that's really crazy. Sorry, I'm just realizing I'm seeing something in the comments. So many good things going on at once. Yeah, so great. Um, um, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of the Claire when you can smell something. Perfume and aftershave. Um, I'm curious if perfume and aftershave are connected to um yeah, if the perfume and the aftershave are connected to a particular person, Allison, right? Because that perfume and aftershave, every so often, if you think about it, there might be a particular person who is stepping forward. Yeah, or perfume and aftershave that sort of implies, right, like a couple, whether it's grandparents or yeah, if there's a relatives of yours in spirit that were a married couple, because it sounds like you had two of them. Um, yeah, and or are you implying that you think that was your partner and his aftershave and Nan and her perfume? Yeah, if that was the two of them. So anyway, I'll be curious what you have to say, Allison. And and I'm seeing Jennifer say, like, nope, I wasn't sure of the meaning of the seashells. I did used to collect them as a child. Ah, very good. I thank you so much, Shannon. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, oh, you're so welcome, Vivian. Let's see. Yeah. All right, Kweezy. Um, can your boy get a connection with both dad and grandma? Sure. Here's my first question, though, for you, Kweezy. Did either of them come through in the visualization? I'm curious, were you able to do the visualization, and did either of them come through? I want to hear a little bit about what you got, and we'll see what we can get. So let me know if either of them stepped forward in the visualization, if it worked for you. It's okay if it didn't, but I just want to get a little sense of what came through or didn't come through for you, Kweezy, in the visualization. And Allison says, yes, perfume. Oh, Kweezy says, yes, they both came through. Oh, good. I'm really glad that they were both there for you. I will say right now, what I'm getting really strongly is I am getting a feminine presence, because I know I felt your dad come through before. I'm actually really feeling your grandmother. Yeah, I heard them say you were going to be picked. Well, they're right. They're very smart. But yeah, I'm really feeling your grandmother. I'm really feeling your grandmother come through. And there's a really strong sense of sweetness with her. Like it's almost like her sweetness. We're talking about perfume, but I also get like a floral. It was almost like her sweetness was so powerful that there almost is a scent along with her. Yeah, a scent along with her. I think that seems to be a theme, even as um, as Jennifer's talking about Claire Gustance, which I also think I pronounce incorrectly most times. Yeah, so let's see what we got from grandmother. I need to sort of settle in as I'm getting distracted by the comments. Um, mm, I will just say the first thing I get is just how proud she is of you. Like she loves you so much. It's almost like I get that heart bursting. Oh, you're putting it in the comments, right? Like it's like my heart is bursting out of my chest. She loved you so much. They talk about that old adage of like, when you have a child, it's like your heart walking around on planet Earth. And that was her experience of you. She very much got the sensation like she felt like you were her heart in human form. And so I will say that I'm getting the color orange for some reason. I'm seeing almost like a dress with like orange flowers on it. So I'm seeing this. I'm seeing the color orange. I of course am, I'm seeing her in the kitchen and I'm seeing her cooking. I am seeing spaghetti and pasta. So I'm getting all sorts of visuals. Oh, I'm getting the phrase like, are you eating? Are you eating enough? So there's something about feeding you and eating and wanting to make sure. Oh, she's also saying you're not eating enough. So I would for you to know that she's concerned about how much you're eating, and really wanting to make sure that you she's saying the right things as well. She's not only not only what you're eating, but making sure that you're eating the right things. Um, oh, I just ate orange jello and spaghetti was my favorite. Oh, how sweet. So letting you know that she's still present with you in everyday life. Um, That is awesome. I think the other thing that she is telling me that she connects to you, um, that she connects to you through birds. So I'm seeing birds as one of the ways in which she drops by to give you a little tweet tweet and a little hello. Oh, and what she's talking about is the reason it's birds and this tweet tweet is it is a variation on the music, right? Like the music of birds and their song and their chirping, that because she knows that you love music, that there's something about the chirping of birds that's part of the way that she communicates with you, is dropping by as a bird and tweeting at you. That her contribution, like, oh, I can play music too. I can still be involved in music. I can still be involved in music, but that music connection and trying to talk to you in your own way. Oh, and that she also will send particular songs to you. I don't know if the two of you had a song, but like, or a song that like particular song that reminds you of her, but there is some sort of thing about communication through particular songs as well. So that music thing between the tweet tweet of the birds and then the like a particular song or the music that she likes to send particular songs. So she's even saying like next time, instead of doing Spotify, right, just turn on the radio. And if you ever want to hear from her in that particular moment or get a message, or get a message to go in. To go in and just play the radio and ask her to send you a song. And that can be another way that she would love to communicate with you and to be able to share music. Like, hey, grandma, send me a song. What song have you got for me? And that can be a really great way to communicate and stay connected to her. So fantastic. Oh, she's also coming in to say that it's going to be a really good summer for you. Yeah, that she's just sort of giving me scenes of you in shorts and enjoying the sunshine, but she's saying that it's going to be a really good summer for you and that you have a lot to look forward to. And so she really does wishes that oh, she's saying he's such a good boy. Yeah, that how much she's excited for you to there's a particular trip this summer that she's excited for you to take. All right. Okay, Weezy. So lovely to get to hang with your grandmother. She just has a delightful energy to her, and thank you so much for sharing her with us. Oh, and Vivian says, Shannon, you brought forth ancestors I never expected to meet. That's really amazing. Thank you for such a wonderful gift from the other side. You're so welcome, Vivian. Thank you so much for all of your support and being here. I really always appreciate your contributions in the comments, your willingness to participate and jump in. Yeah, I think we're all excited for your connection. Welcome, Liliana. Welcome, Vicky. And Allison says my gift was love, faith, protection. How gorgeous! It seems like you had it sounds like you had a really great visualization. And Kiwizi, right? I might go to Texas this summer. I think that's a vote from Grandma saying to definitely go to Texas this summer, right? There's something important, her talking about having a good summer and enjoying your trip. I think that's a vote from Grandma that she wants you to go. All right, everyone. I think this is a perfect time to wind us down for today. I really do appreciate everyone being here today. You can always go back and listen to the visualizations as many times as you like. You can also listen to the replays of the old shows. It's so funny, in the corner of the screen, I can see what this is going to look like on Instagram, and it's a really close up of my face, and I keep, starting to lean in. So I keep trying to shift back because I'm nervous about these extreme close-ups that are going to end up on Instagram. But I really do appreciate all of you being here. And I hope you have a wonderful time exploring the relationship with your ancestors. They love being with you. They love being connected to you. And and thank you so much, Jennifer Rose, for being here. You're so welcome, Kweezy. I'm really glad that that was meaningful for you. It was wonderful to get to connect in with your grandmother. And as always, I always have a little bit of difficulty ending the show and knowing how to end the show. So I will just say, all right, that's it. Let's cut it for today. We're all good. Thank you so much, and see you next month.